Caring for your baby is certainly one of the most important things you need to consider once you became a new parent. There are many things you need to take into account in order to make sure that your baby gets proper care. In this video I am going to give 5 important things to keep in mind in order to care for your baby properly. Ready? Let's begin. Tip number 1. Feeding your baby right. Deciding on whether you should breastfeed or bottle feed your baby greatly depends on your personal decision and what your physician recommends to you. However, it has been shown that breastfeeding is still the best way to nourish newborn babies. Lots of benefits can be obtained through breastfeeding. Some medical studies have determined that breastfed infants have less hypersensitivity later in life compared with those who were raised with bottle feeding. This is mainly because the mother's milk is known to contain natural enzymes and antibodies that can help fortify the baby's immunity. Aside from this, some doctors also believed that breast milk is responsible for superior intellect as your baby grows and becomes fully developed. No matter whether you're breastfeeding or formula feeding, newborns should be fed every 1 to 3 hours, so that they eat 8 to 12 times in a 24-hour period. Tip number 2. Practical sleep aid tips for babies and infants. Sleep is crucial for babies, because it has a direct effect on the child's mental and physical growth. Newborn babies sleep for up to 17 to 18 hours a day. Parents should understand that baby's sleep cycle could be pretty erratic. You may notice for a few weeks, your baby's sleep may only last from approximately 30 minutes to 3 hours, and this can vary throughout a 24-hour period. But by the 6th week, you should see some signs of improvement, as your baby's sleep pattern becomes more structured. Babies under the age of 1 should always be put to sleep on their backs without toys, blankets or loose bedding nearby, and never on their sides or stomachs, because back sleep minimizes the risk of sudden infant death syndrome or SIDS. Newborns show signs of sleepiness by crying or rubbing their eyes. Newborns should be put down to sleep as soon as they feel sleepy. If you are not getting much sleep at night, it may be a good idea to sleep when your baby does. Tip number 3. The proper way of bathing your newborn. Newborn babies don't need to be bathed on a daily basis. Bathing them 2 to 3 times a week is enough. Bathe your baby using sponge baths. Tub bathing your baby can only be done once the baby's umbilical cord falls off, to avoid an infection. Spot clean your baby every day around his mouth, neck, and groin, basically anywhere that gets dirty. That will be good enough. Tip number 4. Maintaining your baby's optimal skin care. Newborn babies have smooth and delicate skin. For this reason, it is necessary that you use products that are especially made for babies. But before buying any baby product, it is best to consult your pediatrician. Most babies develop rashes sometimes, and this is perfectly normal. However, if your baby seems irritated by a rash or has a fever, you should immediately seek advice from your baby's doctor. Tip number 5. When to give the baby medicine. Like anyone else, newborn babies sometimes have special needs that require attention. When giving your baby medicine, it is important that you follow the advice of your baby's physician. You need to know how to give the right dose prescribed by the doctor. It can sometimes be advised to start with a smaller dose, to ensure there is no abnormal reaction to the medication. Call your doctor immediately if your baby develops a fever higher than 100 Fahrenheit, because a fever in a newborn can be a sign of a serious infection. It's also a good idea to call your pediatrician if your baby isn't eating well or is crying constantly. As you can see, life with a newborn can be magical, and also overwhelming, exhausting and terrifying. Caring for a baby comes with immense joy, but also with a great responsibility. Nobody knows it all, but with a bit of knowledge, instincts and love, caring for a baby can be done properly. Bond with your newborn through skin-to-skin contact and experiment with various techniques to calm fussiness. I hope you like this video. Before you go, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more tips about pregnancy, babies and motherhood. Thanks for watching.